Hi, this is Nagina Abdullah. I'm so excited because I'm here today with Trinity, and I'm just going to ask Trinity to say hello. And Trinity, let us know how much you lost in the Spice Yourself Skinny Jumpstart.
Great, thanks, Nagina. So in the 3 weeks for the Jumpstart, I lost 8 pounds and 9 inches.
Oh my gosh. So in 3 weeks, you lost that. Wow. So tell us where that weight came off. Like maybe tell us where some inches came off on your body.
Great. So inches on my waist and inches around my hips were probably the biggest places of the inches that came off. And then some inches around my bust as well. So it was
Oh.
really my torso area. And yeah, it's been great.
Oh my gosh. And your before and after pictures that you sent me are just like you can see that your belly is like goes in. I mean, it's so amazing. So amazing. So, okay. So tell me, Trinity, what made you decide to join the Jumpstart?
Well, so I've been following you for a while and really enjoyed all of the webinars you do and the PDFs that you'd send out, all those bonuses. And so listened to a lot of the webinars, and I wasn't quite ready to take the step for the whole 8-week program. And so once after that closed, you soon after had done a Jumpstart option. And so 3 weeks to jump into it seemed more achievable for a first time doing it. And so I just thought, what better time than now? And it was great to use your bonuses, but to be in the program was so much more helpful because of the plan that came along with that, and so many more things. So it was a 3 weeks I can handle, and then see if this is doable for me. Versus being intimidated by the 8-week program.
Oh, yes. And see if it worked for you. And wow. And you lost a lot of weight in that 3 weeks, in the 21 days. So that's amazing. So Trinity, you are a vegetarian, right? Can you talk about your experience in the Jumpstart being a vegetarian? Like you were obviously able to lose weight. Did you have options? And tell us about like the menus and how that worked for you.
Great. So you did a great job of having a variety of options. And so there were many substitutions throughout. And so you also had options for pescatarians. And then if there was a fish option, you'd have a chicken option if people didn't like fish. So it really felt like you had a framework, and then you had those specifics for different diet types. And it was nice to have a variety of food to eat. I eat eggs as well, and so I was able to use the egg options, but you also had options for people who were vegan too. And so that was really helpful, that I didn't have to make the substitutions on my own, but you had them already laid out for me.
Oh, amazing. Well, thank you so much. It's like we all have our dietary differences and preferences, and losing weight is possible for everyone, no matter what you eat, as long as once you're eating along with the framework that we learn in the Jumpstart, and you're following eating those foods as well as the spices, it makes it absolutely doable. And it can sometimes, like, to me, I feel like it was easy for me when I went through it as well. So Trinity, is it normal for you to lose 8 pounds in a few weeks? Like, what was your weight loss like before this? Like, did you try different things and it worked or it didn't work? Like, is this surprising, or is this normal for you?
Not normal. I have 2 kids that I had fairly close together. So one of my daughters she's almost 3, and then the other one is about a year and a half. So they're about a year and a half apart. And so having 2 pregnancies close together, my body definitely changed during and after the pregnancies. And so my daughter's about 18 months old, and I wasn't losing the weight, had more belly fat than I had before I had the pregnancies. And so felt like I needed to do something, but I really needed a framework. And so what you provided to me was really helpful, to have that framework of how to lose weight, what to do to make it easy to continue to lose weight within the schedule that I have. Excuse me. within the schedule I have. One There's a dog walking by. So it made it easy to lose weight within the schedule I have of working and having a family.
Oh my gosh, that is so good to hear. And so how were you able to, like, so because the Jumpstart, you do, like, you follow a framework. I share menus, recipe plans, so you know exactly what to make. How were you able to follow it, given you have two kids? And what is your, and also tell me a little bit about your day. Like, is it busy or is it not busy? Tell me about how you what your day is like and how you were able to fit it in.
Yeah, so I run a nonprofit here in the community that helps move people from crisis to stability. And so we have a lot of programs, and being the head of the nonprofit, it takes me away from home and from family. And then with two young kids and a husband, it was really nice to have the framework, but then also the grocery list that you provided, as well as the step-by-step guide of what I needed to do each day of the week. And so the Sunday prep, as you mentioned, is critical to being successful. And so I was able to follow that, and then I had enough food ready or would be quickly ready that I didn't succumb to eating something that seemed fast or easy because I didn't have time. So all of that prep that you laid out for me was really essential for losing the weight.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you actually were able to, so in some way, would you say that it made it easier, that it saved you time in cooking and in preparing meals for the week following the program?
Yeah. And especially the Sunday prep really made it easier, that you laid out what vegetables I should cut, what things I should prepare, what things could stay in the refrigerator for a couple days. And so being able to not have to think about it and just go to the guide and say, okay, this is what I'm doing today, relieved that the stress of a diet and planning that can happen when you change how you are going to be eating food.
Oh, amazing. Oh my gosh. That's so good to hear. So good to hear. So another just question, how do you feel like this is sustainable? Like, do you think you can still keep doing this? And what are some of the clothes that you can wear differently now versus a few weeks ago?
So I feel like it is sustainable. It's been a couple of weeks since the Jumpstart finished, and I've lost an additional 3 pounds. And so I'm continuing to lose weight, kind of modifying, still using the guidelines and the Sunday prep and the grocery lists, and then taking some of my family's favorite recipes and moving them into one menu. And so that's been really encouraging. And I'm sorry, you asked something else.
Yes. Well, congratulations on that. So now it's 11 pounds that you've lost. Oh my gosh. That's like really when things start changing, like, oh my gosh. And it's continuing to come off. That is so exciting. And it's going to keep doing that, Trinity, as long as you follow the general framework that you learned, and you use some of the recipes, because it makes it easier. It keeps coming off. Like, it literally does. It happens over and over again. So
it was also helpful that you would provide, there's sometimes I have a work meeting that I can't get out of, that's maybe over lunch, and it wouldn't be appropriate for me to not eat at the meeting. And you provided a few different guidelines. So the takeout menu was helpful for what I should order when I'm at different restaurants. And then also there were some frameworks of, I believe it was the simple alternatives, that if I was going somewhere, I knew what I could order that would be still within the guidelines of being able to continue to lose weight and not get myself off track. Oh. And then the cheat days were important as well. And so you had amazing dessert recipes that incorporated the spices, and were still cheat recipes, but were enjoyable. And to have that ability for not feeling restricted was really important. So having a cheat day, and then having some fun dessert recipes to make really was encouraging. Oh. You also asked about clothes. So I have I have a pair of athletic shorts that I used to wear, and now they're falling off of me, so I can't wear those anymore. So it's definitely, I can see the difference with some of those things.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's so great to hear. Oh my gosh. So Trinity, tell me finally, what is your favorite spice that you used during Jumpstart and now? Like, what's the spice that you look forward to using?
Probably my favorite is cumin. Although as you asked me that, I think, I love being able to incorporate so many of them. But my daughter, who's 3, she talks about how she loves cumin and coriander. And so instead of salt and pepper on the table, those are the spices that she really enjoys.
Oh my God, how cute. So it's like such a little young girl and she's already learning about spices, flavoring, healthy eating. I love that. Oh my gosh. And what do you use cumin on? Like, what are some of the things you sprinkle it on?
You have a great cumin and coriander tofu that's been great to eat. Even just as simple as putting it in hummus is a nice thing to do. So yeah, we use it in a variety of ways.
Oh, amazing. And cumin is, it tastes so good. It really goes with anything, especially when you mix it with salt and pepper and cumin. It's so amazing. And it actually does burn your fat 3 times more than if you weren't using it. And it usually works on your belly fat. So that makes sense that that's your favorite spice and your belly fat went down. So definitely, congratulations for using that spice. Well, thank you so much, Trinity. It was so nice to have you. Thank you for sharing your experience. Your pictures speak huge words. So thank you for that, and definitely continue it. And I would love to keep in touch. Let's see where it goes.
Great, thank you. I really appreciate all you've put into this system to help me lose weight.
Oh, you're so welcome. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, thanks.